1950, the United Nations signed and ratified the work of the International Law Commission to devise 7 universal war laws. These are the most important laws universal to the whole world, because for the first time it makes everybody responsible for the acts of their government, and that includes you and me.
2 world wars later were no greater. The CIA tried to manipulate brain cells, but they're quick to take mounds and stick them in safe houses, and all the proof is in flames now. See, I don't mind control, but when they're trying to take one over, you've stolen souls. Who do you think invented narcotics? It wasn't college kids who hired scientists and paid for laboratories. They don't pay police to follow thieves, they use them to make you and me profit trees. You wouldn't believe all the secrets, like who really put LSD out on the streets is. It was tried and tested with government investments. Interrogation methods developed to intercept signals with undetectable kids to be injected into cigarette sticks. Made from weed, yet intelligence tells us to quit. Ask yourselves the question, who invented the spliff? Who invented the spliff? Why is it the government who chooses to go to war are the first to close the door when they see a Trojan horse? It's the old Batman post restoration. You see their mouths shout loud, but they also talk shit. So they fall for the corpses, pour into morgues, jamming the doors with more limbs, even swords were more dignified. And those who survived the memories that petrify, how could he forget to fly when he just stepped on mines and was left to die? All of a sudden the price of petrol rises. We need to open our eyelids.
Now, one of the most effective ways of bringing an end to what's going on is to stop the flow of money. If the government has no money to pay the troops, or to buy the weapons, or to get the supplies, war will stop within a week. And it is the single most effective thing we can do as a nation is to stop the money. A lot of people seem to be scared of this, and I keep saying, well, look, hang on, you've got the law on your side. It is a criminal offence of conduct ancillary to genocide if you hand over your taxes to the government. So don't commit any criminal offences.
What's your excuse now?
So you have the law on your side. Every time you pay a parking charge, that is a criminal offence of conduct ancillary to genocide under the International Criminal Court Act. I get into a lot of trouble when I say that the Queen is one of the worst war criminals we've ever had in this country. And I will say it again. What I'm concerned about is that she is the person who signs the orders. Our troops never go overseas, never attack or use weapons unless they are ordered to do so by the Queen. What we need to also look at is who qualifies as a criminal, a war criminal, who is responsible for the killing of 1 million Iraqi citizens, including 300,000 children. Now, broadly, obviously, it's those people who lead the attack, who plan it, who organise it, and that falls fairly and squarely on the shoulders of Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Jack Straw, Jeff Hoon, John Prescott, Lord Goldsmith. We must stop what is going on and get these guys into court so they can answer for what they've done before a jury. We're currently involved in 2 illegal wars, and in the past 6 years we've murdered somewhere between 250,000 and 1.2 million people, and the best estimates that we have is that around 1 million people have died violently in Iraq and Afghanistan as a result of the illegal invasions and occupations of their countries. We have injured and maimed 2.5 million people in the same period of time, and we have driven 4 million into exile and destitution, both within their country and outside of Iraq. I believe this to be the worst atrocity in British history. I cannot think of another time in the last 1,000 years where we have deliberately and intentionally gone out and murdered 300,000 children. It's just quite unbelievable. Now, if you divide 300,000 into 2,100
barely happy here with this lonely game we play. Looking for words to say, searching but not finding.